Greetings everyone, Slurgical here, and let's do bed adhesion. I don't know about you, but usually I don't follow instructions, I just jump into the things I need to do. There are rare exceptions where I just do follow the instructions, and this is one of those times. I thoroughly cleaned and dried and washed the print surface with soap dish. I also applied the glue stick, and it went horribly wrong. Oh, by the way, I mainly use PLA. So this video is about printing in PLA. I will have videos about other material later on in the future when I use them. But for now, we'll stick with my experience and how it went. After I couldn't get anything to stick to the print surface with the glue stick and cleaning, I just cleaned thoroughly with a soap dish and printed the print as is. As you guessed, it also went very wrong. At this point, you're probably saying, hey, dum-dum, get a PEI plate and problem solved. Two reasons why I didn't do that is because I am eternally broke and it's not a sponsored video. It should also work straight on from the box. Now let's go back to why it didn't work. It stuck so well to the cool plate that it took some chunks from the glue-on surface. Using straight-on alcohol like I used on glass surfaces didn't help. Same result, another chunk came out. Someone suggested a glass cleaner. Thought to myself, I got nothing to lose and I have glass cleaner at home. So I washed with dish soap and then glass cleaner. And guess what? It worked. And it keeps on working, no failure. Now that I got stuff sticking on my print surface, let's go and check out what are my other settings. I have the standard settings from Bambu Lab Studio, which is great. And with sticking to what I used to do on my CR10, I refined the setting that are coming standard. I always do my prototype in 0.28 super draft mode. And with this printer, it prints as good as a regular 0.2 millimeter I used to use on my CR10 V2. I calibrated it as well. And feel free to do a screen capture of my settings. They are pretty much my go-to checklist. First, I make sure that once a while the bed is cleaned with dish soap thoroughly and rinsed and dried. Then I use the glass cleaner. I use the glass cleaner every 2 and 3 print unless I do a large surface that might leave residues. I always pick a rectilinear for the infill, and the reason for that is that when it lay down the infill, it has less chance of it knocking or hitting the other wall section. Infill I always use 5% unless I needed strength. For the designs that I do for the terrain, 5% is fine. Bed heating is a very big thing. Every time I use the 35 degrees Celsius standard setting, the corners are always lifted. When I pumped it up to 55 degrees, no issue whatsoever. Keep in mind that I'm using the cool plate that's provided with the printer. With the PEI plate, I pumped it up to 65 instead of the 55 standard assigned for it. I haven't yet really experimented with the PEI plate. I just did a couple print with it. Then the printer went kaput and I had to replace a cable. So it took 3 weeks until I got the part and got it going again. So Bambu, if you're listening, send me a backup printer in case this happens again, because it really screwed me up. So far I've just experimented with PLA and using PLA. I'm not going to try anything else until I get another printer just in case. At this stage, the growth of my channel and its future is really depending on having a printer that works. Because I design terrain for gaming, tabletop gaming, and I need this stuff done, printed, prototyped, so I can sell it. Please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, share this channel, and put some comments. I'm not promising that all those advices and settings that I've done in this video will help your situation. Printers are still very finicky and they depend on the environment. In my case, this is how it works. Maybe the other stuff work the way it should for you. And if it doesn't, just try this way. And if you have any tips and suggestions, please feel free to share here. We're all a community that's trying to work and to promote 3D printing and grow together as creators, as sellers, as people who are just into the hobby, and as people who wants to invent and do prototypes. Like these last few photos of printed stuff that I did for terrain. A lot of it is not released yet, and I will be releasing them at one point in the future. When I design in CAD, I never got this set of errors like non-manifold edges and to repair the model. I only get it when I use the sculpting program. When I run it in Cura or I run it into Prusa Slicer, I don't have that message. So I decided to print regardless of the error, and it printed fine.